It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store
between the Las Vegas Raiders
and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Seahawks, it's 7-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. He's got room at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now Tannehill. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Raiders 14, Seahawks nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On second down, it's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Back to Walker on first down.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Tannehill. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control the ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Seahawks nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to find and complete it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He thought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Shotgun now for Carr. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. In motion right is the tight end.
Jacobs. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Carr now on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and 3rd and 8 now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Carr. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Again, it's Carr.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun now on third down, Carr. Touchdown! Darren Waller with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Seahawks 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Tannehill going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
46-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Oh, the return is Cohen.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On play action, it's Carr. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Help! Ready? Hey, we're good. LG. 637.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
69 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill. And out route, and he's got the connection to Walker. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Tannehill intercepted again. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 33, Seahawks 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
By Max Crosby. A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Hit.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
7:34.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taken at about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for the Seattle Seahawks.
Tannehill throwing again.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Raiders 47, Seahawks 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the... After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Running left is Walker.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The offense on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
On third down, here's Walker.
They find some open field here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Ken Walker,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
A give for Walker running right.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
183 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Before a running back, that kind of encompasses everything right there. Terrific run, but he almost gets it to the end zone. Remember, almost. Didn't quite get there. Most running backs I know, they don't want to come out of the game now. They're screaming to the bench, call it again. I want to get into the end zone.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though.
Oh, okay.
Hindsight's 20/20. And he's
across
across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for him during this game.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Seahawks. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And some room to work. 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Here's Jacobs.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
29. 29.
Carr going to look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 61, Seahawks 28.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
What now?
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Room here to run. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
42 yards. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas,
they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to LA to take on the Rams.